Before I start this video, I want to state, my beliefs. I'm a Christian. If I would have to pick any political side, I would say I'm more right-winging. But and I don't support a lot of communities. The LGBT community, abortion, that's not a community. And in other religions, I don't support them or I don't agree with them. And does this mean I hate any of them? No, by no means. You don't have to support somebody to love them, or at least support what they believe in to love them. You know, like I like to use this analogy. Let's say you have a kid and you go to CVS or store and he steals a chocolate bar. You don't support him stealing the chocolate bar, but you still love him anyways. And I know being gay is not stealing a chocolate bar. Being Muslim is not stealing a chocolate bar. But this analogy shows that you can still love somebody, but also not support their actions. And I would say I see a lot of hate, a lot of, right wingers hating left wingers, a lot of left wingers hating right wingers, and we're spreading all this hate and negativity, even though a majority of right wingers claim to be Christian. And if you read the Bible, it actually says to love your neighbor as yourself. And I'm going to read this verse before I go into the verse. Let me see. Why do you see, this is Matthew 7:6. Why do you see the speck that is in your brother's eye, but do not notice the log that is in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, even when there's a log in your eye? We all sin. We all fall short of the glory of God. We're all bad people. No one is good but God. You're no better than the gay Muslim, and I'm no better than I don't know. I'm no better than nobody. We're all people. And instead of hating everybody because you don't agree with them, we should love them and go for searching for truth and talk to them from a place of understanding, trying to understand why they're gay, why they're Muslim, why. You have to get to the why of this. And you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. You can just tell them and give them the evidence and why you believe in Christianity, why you believe in such and such. And if you believe in anything, what am I looking for? You should really try to disprove your religion and try to make an argument for and against your religion. Worst comes to worst, you get closer to truth. And what's wrong with truth? And I think I have another verse here. I forgot what it might be about. Okay, this is about the he who has not sinned cast the first stone. Jesus saving a prostitute. So it's John 8:3. Teacher, this woman has been caught in the act of adultery. Now the law of Moses commanded us to stone such a woman. So what do you say? This they said to test him, that they might have some charge to bring against him. Jesus bent down and wrote his finger on the own ground and said they counted to ask him. He stood up and said to them, let who is without sin among you be the first to throw a stone at her. And I'm skipping down like 2 verses. Jesus stood up and said to the woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you? She said, no one, Lord. And Jesus said, neither do I condemn you, and go from now on, sin no more. Now, Jesus does not support adultery. He said, go on now and sin no more, but he did not hate or condemn her. He did not try to stone her, even though he had all the right to, because he has not sinned. And let's see. Let me think. Did I write it down? But the greatest commandment is to love God with all your heart and to love your neighbor as yourself. Those are the 2 greatest commandments, to love God and love your neighbor. And instead of hating your neighbor because you don't agree with them, you don't support their lifestyle, you need to love them and try to understand them and try to let them understand you. And if they don't want to, you did the best you can. I hope this video helped you. I help anybody, because I feel like there's just so much hate in the world. Like, stop hating people you don't disagree with. Love them. Try to understand them. Because what else? What's the different alternative? The hate, hate is contagious. Like, if you show hate to them, they gonna hate you, and it's just going, like, you're a representative of Christ, and if you're shouting out hate, Jesus does not represent hate. So when you're representing hate as a Christian, you're representing Jesus. And people are like, oh, and they might have like, oh yeah, my friend Jimmy hated me and he was a Christian, so I'm not gonna become Christian because all Christians hate. You're a representative of Jesus Christ, so be a good representative. I might mess up. I'm gonna mess up. I might, go back on what I say. Not in this video. I do agree. I don't think I'll ever go back on this, but I might mess up in the future. And sorry, but I don't. Why am I saying this? This is for like my apology, Logan Paul apology video. Okay, but thank you for watching. I really appreciate you for watching. Goodbye. Whew.